Slightly different video this week, slightly different format. I'm actually out and about running around getting some errands done over the weekend. You know, Bricks Cascade is getting really, really close, and I'm starting to run out of time. And those of you who follow me on Facebook know that I had a mini disaster happen. Yeah. I knocked over my mocks. So 2 of the mocks that I've been working on now live on the floor. Well, they don't live on the floor anymore. I did pick them up, but that was really frustrating. Now, I have set those aside and I did work on finishing another mock, which I'm very happy about. I completed a dream bunker for the post-apocalyptic theme for Bricks Cascade coming up, man, in like 4 or 5 days. Well, yeah, it's coming up soon and I'm freaking out. So I am recording while I'm out and about, running some errands, getting some groceries, and just kind of taking care of real-life non-Lego stuff. And yeah, here we go. Thoughts on episode 3 of Lego Masters. Thumbs up. I liked it. Thanks for watching. Okay, just kidding. I really enjoyed the episode. This is actually one of my absolute favorite challenges from the Australian version of Lego Masters. I really enjoy the half and half, cut an item in half, stick Lego base plate to the remaining piece, and just have the builders go at it. It's a lot of fun, and I really am on board with what the judges decided for the winning piece. The Clockwork Man by Flynn and Richard was amazing. I was a little worried about our hometown guys, Boone and Mark, our bearded builders. I was a little worried about them because they ended up with the laptop, and it was pretty clear they weren't very happy with half a laptop. What are you going to do with a laptop? How do you make that something unique and tell a story with it? I liked ultimately what they came up with, which was basically the story and adventures of a world-famous blogger slash vlogger, and it was a neat little design, but in terms of like something being dynamic and kind of catching your interest, yeah, the Clockwork Man really was the best. I really wish Lego Masters would show us how they make those pieces move. The Clockwork Man had an eye that went back and forth. Man, I want to know how that works. I want to start incorporating movement into my builds, but I don't know how to do that. Maybe there'll be something at Bricks Cascade, a panel, a seminar, or I could just start asking people about how to make the Legos move, because I would love to learn how to do that and give some action to my builds and my mocks. Anyway, as far as the team that left, you know, I really like those guys. I think they were very charismatic and they were fun to watch, and really enjoyed their story as well. But their build, it was only partly done, and you know, I know that this is a produced reality show, meaning that the story is told in the editing, so I don't know how much time they really spent, considering what the judges told them about halfway through about their story, their piece not really holding up. But for whatever reason, they stayed the course, and you know, good for them for trying. But yeah, that just wasn't a winning build, unfortunately. But like I said, I like those guys, and I really liked their story. Also, kind of a comeback for the team that had a lot of drama last week. So that kind of makes me think that perhaps this was slightly manufactured, or at least blown out of proportion. Who knows? Either way, I really enjoyed episode 3. Like I said, it's one of my favorite challenges. If you are able to track down the Australian version of Lego Masters, and I know I keep saying that, but if you can, check it out, because this challenge happened over there as well. And I really liked what the oil riggers came up with in their build for their half and half. They had half a movie projector, and I really enjoyed that, partly because I'm a movie fan, I'm a movie geek, but you know, it was just really cool nonetheless. I had somebody ask me in the comments of the last video about the Australian version of Lego Masters. It was Molly from Molly Makes Stuff Up. I'll make sure there's a link in the description down below. Go check out her YouTube channel. She asked how the finale played out in the Australian version of Lego Masters. If it was like a live thing, a la Survivor, that sort of thing. No, not really. I mean, it was a big event, but it was still in the studio, and it wasn't like interactive with like the public or anything like that, outside of them bringing some people in to view the builds at the end, the final build. And the public did cast a vote for what their favorite build was, and they brought back some of the old builders as well. And that does make me wonder about the old builders. And I know somebody asked Boone this as well in one of his Q&A sessions. I don't know if he's actually gotten around to answering this question yet, but I do wonder if the other builders do get to hang around and kind of watch what's happening on the show after they've been eliminated? Like, do they get to see what the other builds are, or do they just have to hang out in a hotel room somewhere, or do they send them home and then maybe even bring them back if they're going to participate in the final challenge judging? Who knows? Maybe Boone will answer that. Also, I asked Boone, and I don't know if any of you guys and gals know this, but a lot of the challenges in the US LEGO Masters mimic the challenges from the Australian LEGO Masters, and I'm wondering if the US contestants had watched the Australian version of the show, and if they did they recognize the challenges before they were actually announced? Meaning, when they walk into the room and they see all these pieces cut in half, do they know, hey, this is the half and half challenge? When they start talking about breaking things, do they know, hey, this is when they blew things up and broke things in the Australian version? I'm just real curious as to how much prep or how much knowledge they had ahead of time, or if they came to the LEGO Masters experience completely new and didn't know anything about the British or the Australian versions. Like I said at the top of this, Bricks Cascade is coming up here in a few days, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'll make sure there's a link in the description down below for that as well, but just look up Bricks Cascade. They've got a website with everything you need to know about the upcoming convention. This is going to be my first LEGO convention, and you can bet I'm going to be bringing my regular camera with me, not just my smartphone. I will actually have my camera with me, and I'll be recording and capturing all kinds of content at the convention. I'll put it here on YouTube. I'm really looking forward to it, mostly because I just want to hang out with some more AFOLs and kind of network a little bit more, and like I said, maybe I can finally find out how to make my LEGO move. We'll see. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and maybe even hitting that bell for notifications so you can get notified every time I put something up, even if I'm running a little late like I was this week. Wish me the best of luck getting the other mocks built for Bricks Cascade. I really hope to have at least 2 more done. We'll see. We'll see. Thanks again for watching. Talk to everybody later.